Happy Monday, folks. I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone's blessed. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night. Appreciative to having you lot on Twitch and on YouTube. Smash the like button, hit up Twitch with Amazon Prime subs, and do everything that you need to do, people. Big up yourselves, people. Let me sit up straight. It's Monday, isn't it? Monday motivation. Go out and chase your dreams, people. I hope everyone's had a great weekend. Hope everyone's doing well and safe. I hope Berta has had a great weekend where there might have been some progress surrounding Eze. Now, doesn't really appear that there's anything immediately on the Eze front. Jérémy Jacquet, I can't pronounce his name, but apparently he's rejected Arsenal or hasn't rejected Arsenal, depending on what paper tabloid you read, which we'll get into. And yeah, we've actually been linked with Tchouaméni. I can't say I and you lot believe that, especially because if we are going to spend crazy money, really and truly, or, a high profile kind of purchase or just spend a lot of money on the signing, surely it would be like, you could say Eze, a left winger or whatever have you. We're not going to find 60, 70, 80, 90, whatever million for Tchouaméni on top of what we've done and what we hope the club do in it. So yeah, man, draw whatever conclusions you want to draw, man. What has my man said? Monday morning DG waffle session. Get your syrup ready, folks. My Killy, hope you're blessed, bro. Hope you're blessed as well, Marcel. Hey, see, as soon as you see Marcel's bad luck, that is the devil. Because as soon as you've obviously said that, you throw me off. I've kicked over my water now. Thank the Lord that the lid is on and whatnot. And again, people, big up. Bro, I can't lie. I went out yesterday, man. I need to drink some water. I need to get back to this in it. But as I was saying, make sure you're subscribing to Halftime Hooks, to the catch up, to and following them. I've got them at 4 p.m. Marcel, you messed up the base, man. Stay hydrated. Messed it up, and I think there's something wrong with my belly because I drank a fizzy drink. I've drank water. Shit's burning, bro. But anyways, the show must continue. As the man said, waffle session settings, and big up the Americans, maybe not Marcel, but shout out you lot, man. It's you that makes me want you lot beyond the obvious not to get Isaac. Hey, big up Unks, man. Shout out American Goon. I hope you're doing well and safe. 2 more weeks till the table starts to turn. Yep, 2 more weeks until, give or take, 11 starting players, anything from 17 to 25 males that we don't know for all clubs are going to dictate our mood, depending on if we win, lose, and draw, and everything in between, man. Can't promise you lot that Arsenal are going to win anything this season, but what I can promise is everyone will be here. We will be here. We'll ride those highs and lows. Bet you didn't get no numbers at the rave yesterday. You know what? Boy, compromisation. It's a lose-lose situation, because if I reply how I'd like to reply, there's ears and eyes on this platform, people. If I don't, then Marcel wins. But you know what? Let's play chess while he's playing checkers. There's no need, man. There's no need to do that. I don't need to do that, really and truly. I don't, man. I don't. I'm quite happy where I am. I don't need to talk too tough, but I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I'm shy. I'm nervous. I'm scared of girl, man. Allow me. I'm trying to be like you, bro. Trying to be like you. How do you do it? Teach us. Zinni out, Jacquet in. I hear that, but I'm on getting Jacquet. I don't know if we sign him, if you're going to be part of the immediate preparations for next season, or better yet, part of the squad. I don't know if it pick up Hooks, by the way. I don't know if he's going to be part of it because he's 20 years of age. He did go on loan, I believe, in the first half of last season. Don't correct me. He's obviously got potential. You see him at France under 19s level, right? But he's 20. You need games, mascara. You'd imagine there's games. We need depth. We hope we're playing 50, 60 games next season and go all the way. There's games, but that just strikes the Saliba thing to me. He's 20. And I think when you look at potential, we think that you just click your fingers and he's there. He needs to get games. Minutes are currency. He's more or less just broke into Renz's team. So if we're on putting the money down, letting him get a year out there in France, or maybe other years, because Saliba's been here way longer than 3 years, bordering on a 4th season, for the season that's coming in 2 weeks, right? But it took him a while to get going or get an opportunity at Arsenal, give or take. He went back to St. Etienne when we signed him initially. Obviously, he went Nice, he went Marseille. I'm not against that because Saliba is going to leave us one day. I would love to sit here and say he's going to be here for 10 years, but that's not the reality. That man's destined to play for Real Madrid. So let's try and win stuff with him. Let's try and get him down, tied to a new deal so we can get some money, some top draw money for him. If he doesn't become our most expensive sell, then something's wrong, which obviously adds fuel to the fire with Berta. We achieve our memories. Bob's your uncle. But again, if this guy has the potential to be even 50% of Saliba, it's all right, people. Buy low, quote unquote, sell high type stuff, innit, man? Marcel 1-0 DG. I'll take a win any win I can get. You're a madman, man. But appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. No point signing if you ain't gonna get games. I hear that. I hear that. And at the end of the day, yeah, minutes are currency. Big up Rennes because it's a great academy. You're, at the end of the day, yeah, you're playing professional football. And in this day and age of social media and how football fans follow teams, there's pressure for everybody in it. But quote unquote, you're not at Arsenal, you're not at Liverpool, you're not at Man United, you're not under the lights in the Premier League or other clubs. So go and get your minutes, go and develop quote unquote without pressure. And you're right, man, because if you sign for a big club, if you're Saliba or Saka, or you look at Liverpool, you're Salah and Van Dijk. Obviously, those are just because Marcel's in the chat. They're obviously two great players. Or if you're at Real Madrid, you know that, yeah, you're there because you're a good player, but they're always on the lookout. So if you don't believe you can take someone's spot, then it is best you don't sign. Now, when we move away from that, minutes are currency. I don't know where Mosquera is in the pecking order, but is this guy who comes in, are you going to be ahead of him, let alone on paper, even though he's linked with moves, Kivior, the Gabriel Magalhães of this world, the William Salibas, the Timbers, the Whites, they can all mix and blend and play another role. So put the money down, keep it moving, really and truly. I do want a left back for this season, though. Like, I think we're setting ourselves up to fail. Yes, Timber can go over there. Calafiori, Miles Lewis-Skelly. Miles Lewis-Skelly ain't going to play 50, 60 games, and that ain't right to place that on him, kind of sort of thing. Calafiori, it's just a fitness thing with you. And obviously, you look at Timber, who's actually nursing in his own way back to health. We need a squad, but put the money down, loan him back out. If he becomes a top player, great. If he develops to a level where he's not quite good enough, make a profit and keep it moving, man. But you're right, in premise, no point. And the move will happen. It will happen. Salute DG in the chat. Where's Jacquet at? I see what you did there. You feeling the new kit? I must admit, I am, I am. I think that's the best of the three we've released this season. You can't go wrong with a red kit. Obviously, we support Arsenal Football Club, right? But it's sexy, man. It's sexy. I must admit, I've said sorry. I've held my apologies. I jumped the gun a bit with the away shirt. I felt when they put out the pictures, maybe the cameraman weren't good. It weren't looking good. I've seen it in the flesh now. Obviously, I saw my players wearing it. I'm sorry, guys. The away kit is definitely way better than what I gave it initial credit for. I like our new kit for next season. But again, you're never going to go wrong with a red home shirt, are you? Really? We support Arsenal. So it's not that I don't rate it, but it's not a surprise. I think this is the best of the lot. I don't really like the collar thing, but yeah, I think this is the best of the lot. I think that this is the best of the lot, man, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, man, make sure you get your Glockeres full t-shirts. Best of the three. I'll take confirmation bias. The third kit is cold, man. League plus FA Cup and PL. Champions League is a lot of games. There's a lot of games where Arteta's going to have to rotate. People will get opportunities, but at the same time, development. There's expectation everywhere, but obviously everybody right now wants Arsenal to win the league title. Everybody wants players with potential, etc., etc. When you get in, every game's a must win. But if you need to, when you get into that phase, like imagine this, the Premier League is running to the last game of the season, like the race is running, and every game's a must win. Obviously, you've got a young defender there. He might make a mistake, and we all know with what we want to do and emotions and whatnot, everybody can make mistakes regardless of age. But you have to be accepting of that. But people won't want to hear that. So in a nice way, if you can make your mistakes at Rennes and you come here a bit polished, great. Just like Saliba, I believe like when we had joke options in defense, like respectfully, the Mustafis, the Socrates, all them guys, I was of the belief, bro, you might as well play Saliba because at least if he makes mistakes, there's light at the end of the tunnel. These men are not going to kind of get any kind of better, are they? But at the same token of that, you could argue, I wouldn't say it was a toxic environment, but maybe it weren't the best environment and conditions for him, and he just needed to go and get games. Minutes are currency. So if you can go and get games, make mistakes where we don't obviously feel the pinch of it, and then come with some level of a foundation to this football club, why not? And to be fair, long term, to have Mosquera, to have him, it would be a step in the right direction. Obviously, Saliba signed a 5-year deal and whatnot, and Gabriel, and Saliba, we hope does the same, but you can never stop future proofing. And I'm not against it. I'm quite comfortable when it comes to the club generally making defensive signings. I think obviously some players have been rubbish and they've been a miss, but under Arteta, I think we've got a better hit to miss ratio in defense. Where you look at midfield, it's a mixed bag. Obviously, up front, we hope Gyökeres does the business. We definitely hope Madueke does the business, but generally, I'd extend that over there as well. United still don't look good. Hope they keep it up. Agate not doing it. I must admit, Kobe Mainoo passing the ball a lot more further forward. I ain't been watching Man United, but naturally, little bits and bobs, they're still conceding a lot of goals, not expecting anything to turn. I think Amarin should be, if Man United are stinking up the place in December, they should cut the cord with Amarin. And I'm not saying that, you're going to train for a couple of weeks and you're going to be amazing, but they've got one game a week. You have a lot of time, as much as you can in the Premier League. to really focus, strip things back. It's like Arne Slot, quote unquote, Liverpool are making a lot more radical. God, what's going on here? What's going on to my voice? Yeah, but they're making a lot more radical decisions in it, like in terms of the players they've got available. You're gonna more see what Arne Slot's about because people have left, they brought in signings, all of that stuff's gonna have to gel. But if Arne Slot wants to play, if Arne Slot wants Liverpool to be completely different than they were last season, that's all fun and games. But you've got to do that. You've got to build training for the opponents. You're going to get into that scenario where you've got 2 games a week, 3 games in 10 days. Obviously, Amorim don't have that. Largely, it's 1 game a week. Of course, there's League Cup and FA Cup. Reminds me of that period under Mikel Arteta. So if he doesn't really pattern up and it's looking shaky in December, Amorim, boy, you're going to have to go. I did see the Thomas Partey to Villarreal news. And to be fair, obviously, in terms of legal issues, I'm not no lawyer or no fed, but when you got that stuff over you and you got to appear in court actually tomorrow on the 5th of August, and you're going to Spain, how are you leaving the country? Because you're not deemed a flight risk. He's on bail, in it, so you must not be deemed a flight risk if you do go. It's annoying because for obvious reasons surrounding Thomas Partey, coincidentally, you've signed for Villarreal. Coincidentally, we're playing them on Wednesday, which we will be doing a watch along. Maybe Villarreal, a bit like, let's be real, our club, whether it's right or wrong, which we don't agree with what he's alleged to have done, rightly or wrongly, there's either confidence that it will blow over or there was confidence that he's not guilty. That's why he was going to get the new deal. Villarreal have to be singing from that same hymn sheet, no? I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, to be fair, Nah. I was about to say I was about to say surely he'd play against. He could potentially play against us at the Emirates, but I don't know if he's flown to Spain. I don't know when this meeting is taking place. I don't know how fit he is. Not that I care, man. Amorim has got to do a Rodgers or Arteta with 1 game a week. They've got some bad habits, and I know with if you're an Arsenal fan, if you're a Liverpool fan, if you're a United fan, obviously very different stuff, that's very different things that's going on in it, really and truly, very different things, very different climates around the football club. But I think everybody thinks you just go off for 2 weeks in pre-season and everything, and the season starts and it's all great. There's going to be teething issues. I don't think Liverpool fans will overreact, but I don't know if there's more of an emphasis on playing out from the back, on being a bit more defensive minded, and there's teething issues. People need to kind of calm down. I think I've said this before. I think for me, that is something I'm looking at next season because, quote unquote, you don't really know what teams are going to look like next season. Obviously, we know as Arsenal fans, probably we're going to be right-hand centric, inverted fullbacks, all of that. But there's also rumblings, and forget rumbling and noise and stuff from articles. We need Mikel Arteta to do different things. And we've brought in a couple of players. So I want to see how that all comes together. Liverpool have had a great transfer window. I've been waffling about that point. Man United need to make those kind of changes, and we're going to see what Amorim's around. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but did Amorim not join them mid-season? So now you're going to see what they're about. Thomas Frank with obviously them lot down the lane. Chelsea, the same thing. There's a lot of kind of wholesale kind of things, and I know we say this every year. We do say it every year, but it could be, well, it's only exciting if Arsenal win, but it could probably be the most exciting Premier League season, man, really. And what I would like to see away from my football club, I'd actually like to see a proper relegation fight. There haven't really been fights. When was the last time we saw a great escape? Not know a team looks like they're they're in relegation from August until, I don't know, October. They start turning things around, but a proper great escape, like in the last 5 to 10 games, they've somehow did it. Like, think Tevez for West Ham, ironically, that running when he did it against Man United. We don't see that anymore. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. I just feel, I don't know why it is. I guess from the teams that I've seen in the last couple of years, from the teams that have been promoted from the Championship and those already in the Prem, it just feels like there's a difference in terms of player. Like, even the worst of players, just like respectfully, Ipswich, Southampton, there's players that can get moves and whatnot, but there's just too big a gap, mate. Rafinha in Leeds, yeah, you're right. Rafinha in Leeds, big up Leeds because they are in the division. Don't know if they have any other Rafinhas, but even Rafinha, they bought him from Rennes, and obviously he was at Leeds. We need to start finding these guys. Like, if we're not going to put the money down for the Rodrigos and this one and that one, stand up if you hate Spurs. Smash the like button if you hate Spurs. Do you want better? ADG, any chance you'll be outside the Emirates for the Villarreal game? Nah, we're doing a watch along. You're doing a watch along, my friend. I'm excited about what Madueke brings next season. He feels like a bonus signing that's going to feel like a real jewel. I'm intrigued. I wouldn't say excited. I wouldn't say excited. I'm intrigued to see. And for me, obviously, Madueke's got to, off his own back, he's got to make it happen. But for me personally, I'm more onto Arteta. Now, show me why you're the, well, we know you're the manager. Show me what them kind of things, because we're fighting for a league. We've been waiting for attacking signings. We all know the pressure externally and all these things. Madueke, I'm going to give you a chance. I hope you get it right. I wouldn't have bought you. I don't think you're the guy we needed, but Arteta, show me why you're the gaffer. Show me why you've been here 6 years. Show me why you've got us into this. Show me why you get paid 15 mil a year. Because if it works, nobody don't care that Madueke costs 15 million, 50 million. Oh, so apologies. Therefore, wish it was 15 million. Obviously, if it doesn't work, unfortunately, I just think Madueke is another player that's already what we've got. I don't think he's a bad player. I don't think Trossard's a bad player. I don't think Martinelli's a bad player when fit. I don't think Jesus is a bad player. With the exception of us just bringing in Gyökeres and obviously Saka, it's a mixed bag. 5 games, these men are going to be amazing. 10 games, they're going to be horrible. The next one dead. I do think there's tools in his, there's tools that we can make happen with Madueke. I like the fact that you're direct. You want to take people on. Seems like for every question mark about your attitude, you're on this. Where I look at it now, I'll be honest, Madueke, I need to see hunger from you, because I think a lot of our new, there's pressure on all these players. There's pressure on the club. Everybody's expecting fireworks from everything, expecting Zubimendi to do a madness. Gyökeres has to do a madness, etc. That's going to extend to you. Some of it is going to be fair. Some of it is going to be harsh, because obviously the Chelsea history and whatnot. I don't want you to rock up here and think it's fun and games. I'm not saying you're doing this, but it's not fun and games. The only numbers I care about with Madueke is goals and assists, obviously. And I think there's too much of an emphasis by the Athletic and these guys. They keep talking about the numbers. Now, we all know about that. I don't know what your take-ons are. All of those kind of things are intriguing, right? So you've got that. I do like your skill set, but it all needs to come together. Like, it all needs to correlate 2 goals and assists, 2 being a reliable option if Saka's not there, or competing with Saka, or nailing down that left-hand spot. Now, I'm not saying, and this is a double-edged sword from what I'm about to say, because I want to give Madueke a chance. I think, unfortunately, because of we wouldn't have bought you, depending on what else we do and what I've said, I think those things will be extended to Madueke. But when I strip it all back, whether you rate the guy or not, he signed for this football. He's a 23-year-old man living his dream of playing professional football. He's joined Arsenal. He's joined Arsenal where he's not an idiot. I hope you are self-aware. Not everyone's going to be universally sold on your signing. You've gone from one rival to another. People are quite sick of the Chelsea stench, to the point where some fans would say if we was ever offered Caicedo or Cole Palmer, they wouldn't have it. I'm not in that camp, but I hear it. I don't want you to think this is a joke, though. And like I said, this is going to be hypocritical, because just by looking at you, for all of the negative comments, there's also a lot of positives about your desire to improve and all of that. Just trying to piece together what I think of you as an individual, right? You went private school. Your dad's caked. You're a professional footballer. You're caked. You're there with the celebrities. You're doing the Chelsea thing. You're a professional footballer. You're England international. That's all good, innit? But are you complacent? Are you thinking, right, Chelsea want to get rid of me? I'm going to another part of London. Saka's there, Lewis Skelly's there, Rice there, the man are there. The gaffer likes me. I'm getting paid. I'm still in London. Obviously, we're the culture club and whatnot. I don't want you to come rock up here and just think it's a joke. Get your head down and do this thing, because again, there's negatives. Some people I think are doing too much with the potential stuff. Cool, let's say there's potential. I am interested and not interested in his potential. And what I mean by that is, naturally I'm interested, but potential doesn't mean anything unless it's realized. It has to correlate, because we've been here before with he's going to be this. I think some people just say bare positive things to the point where it's dislodged from reality, but we've been here before where we're sitting here and he could do this, he could do that, if and buts. I kind of want to go away from that, really and truly. I want to go away from that, if I'm brutally honest. I want to sign players I know I can just see, are you a good footballer? Is it going to bang? I don't want to turn into a mathematician and accountant and talking about upside and stuff. So I need you, Madueke, to have a burning desire to improve. Obviously, if you really do that, and to us as fans, if we're not seeing what you're doing in the dark and only seeing what you're doing in the light, and what I mean by that is he could be busting his ass to improve and whatnot. But on the weekends, you're not necessarily seeing it. He's still quote unquote stinking up the place for example. But eventually it will hit, just like us. Like, I'm not here to Arsenal get mocked for being second, but there was a point where well, it's always been cool to attack us and whatnot. They're just hitting on us, drawing us out, but clearly the club remained firm in what they were doing, and that's got us to this point. So hope it works, man. It is what it is, man. He's technically 20, so he can't be a teenager, mate. You're talking about have shame. You've got a well, I hope you're related to that kid, or it's very spooky. You got a random kid as your YouTube display picture. Fuck, you know, mate. Calling the kettle black or whatever the Cockney geezers say. Bless up, DG. Am I the only one thinking the formation is the problem? Not playing an out-and-out box-to-box midfielder. Your Cam not playing in the centre. Wingers holding hands with the linesman. I hear you. And there's logic with the formation, but maybe it's not a formation thing. It's what we're making the personnel do, essentially. I think we need to evolve anyways. I think we need to present different ideas. But I think we've become predictable now. You couldn't predict to a point that we'd be good defensively and doing stuff from set pieces and the attacking play in the 2022-23 season. It's a bit predictable. Like it says here, the formation is calm. It's the style of play, people. People are calling for Leao, but I'm worried about Odegaard. I feel we need Eze more, as I believe will solve both left wing and 10 in case Odegaard doesn't fire up like last season. I hear it, man. Can't wait for the season to start. I'm feeling for it like an addict. You are an addict anyways, bro. I told you don't talk about Madueke until after the end of the window. We don't talk about Madueke until the window is closed. To be fair, you say that every day on the platform. Big up yourselves, man. Odegaard needs to open his hips and actually utilize the left side of the field for once. It's true, but then there's angle bias in it. Our man's left-footed. Naturally, you're going to gear towards that. And I must admit, maybe it's because of that. And you could argue Odegaard in attacking positions, being on the right-hand side, you know, you're going like if depending on where the ball's played, you're going to be in more goal scoring or shooting positions with your stronger foot in it. And the same said for Rice. But a part of me does think sometimes Odegaard must be able to do something for us on the left-hand side. Rice must be able to go on his natural side. And, you know, obviously, you run the risk of messing up that little partnership or the triangles, give or take, with now Zubimendi, previously Thomas Partey. Obviously, Odegaard pulls out there, Saka, Ben White, Timber, whatever have you. But if Odegaard goes out there, surely he can help fix something. He's a natural left footer on that side. We all know we need to pattern up the left-hand side of our team anyways. A lot of it is to do with recruitment and the personnel. Also, a lot of it has to do with Mikel Arteta's coaching. You need to fix that. Again, breaking down low blocks, left-hand side, you know, maybe I'm more for this in-games, traditional fullback to just take people on. All of these things have been there. Like, it's nothing that last season we didn't learn anything. These problems have been there for a couple of years. Stop the chat, people. While I'm appreciative of the 276 of you tuned in and for the 60 of you who have hit the like button, come on, man. Minimum 100. Come on, man. We're trying to get this to 70K, folks, man. Why is everyone talking about changing that? Midfielders must be inverted, bro. Ren's bigger than Arsenal. Let that be the case if that is it. Like, how you trolling. At least when Barcelona does it, there's a bit of sauce, man. But there's your 5 minutes, man. I just think it's pace of our play. We have no urgency to break quick on teams. We're too slow with it. Neil, and again, this is for Arteta, because if it still remains and you bring in new players, you got your Eze, you got your Rodrigo, you got your Gyökeres, you got Zubimendi, and the same things are happening. It can't just be the players, bro. It can't just be them. I think sometimes we should play 2 up top some games. I'm more for it in games and in isolation. I don't want that to be a thing. I don't really want to be talking about forcing Kai Havertz into the 11 and things of that ilk. So, yeah, man. I can't believe you lot have bit in debate in the chat with this idiot, man. But fair play, man. Fair play. I'll be delighted if Berta pulls a last-minute surprise by signing Eze and Lookman with Trossard and Jesus sold. Lookman is not happening, man. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. DG, would you like to see a mid of Eze, Rice, and Zubi? Personally, I don't see him as a left winger, and I've heard we'd still be looking for a left winger after. I want the option of it 100%. I would, especially if, unfortunately, I think Odegaard's going to get back to business next season. But if he don't, Eze needs to come in, really. It's as simple as that. We need different things. I want to see, on occasions, the midfield you said there, the midfield, what we have on paper, maybe Rice or Zubimendi, one of them is dropped or rested or whatever, and you've got 1-6, you've got 2 rotating 8s. I want to see different things. As much as I want a left wing, I wouldn't mind if you stuck a Eze or a Wanyeri out there in certain games, because their bias is to obviously go searching for the ball in it and link up in the pockets. We need to be a bit unpredictable. I'm not saying 1 minute we're playing 4-3-3, then 3 at the back, but it's more in-game management. When things are going left, can we have that air about us? Keep people guessing. You can't see Jesus staying here. I might be mad. It's just my feeling. He's injured at the moment, man. Bro, I must have missed this, but what do you think of people attacking and blaming Arsenal for the Partey situation? Considering nothing has been proven yet, when someone defends Arsenal, they're guilt trip. I mean, let's be honest. Arsenal and every football club, morality and football does not mix. And we got to remember it's individuals hiding behind the club. Football is immoral in itself. It rears its head when it comes to how women are spoken about, and obviously stuff about this, racism, classism as well, really, because especially for footballers that I would say are not black, but they come from modest backgrounds, like white footballers. A lot of them are attacked in different ways. You look at David Beckham, and football sings from the same hymn sheet. Unfortunately, when it comes to things of that ilk, let's be real. It's not what a lot of people like to say, innocent until proven guilty and whatnot. But we see, I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but we see criminals walk free from court all of the time. Unfortunately, it's a money thing. When it comes to scrape, because I think YouTube when you use certain words, it demonetizes certain things. When it comes to that, bro, it's not even if you've got evidence. Like, it's not even if you've got evidence. Sometimes, do you know how many things like this don't reach court or the legal system? Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, Mr. Thomas Partey, I'm not even saying this, but example, he's got bare money, so he can get the best lawyers that can do what needs to be done. The club's interest would be to do the same thing. And these poor women or whatever, in any situation, full stop, don't really have a leg to stand on, which there's got to be some level of evidence, really and truly, for it to get here. Obviously, Arsenal have shut up. Let's be honest, I know there's legalities around reporting, but they shut up about it. Like, they shut up about it. They tried to give my man a new deal, rightly or wrongly. So that shows you that regardless, you're cool with it. And to be honest, for every Arsenal game, you've got the people, for the life of me, I can't remember them, but they hold up the billboards and they're against this. So Arsenal deserve the smoke for it. And again, with logic, I think people need to have a bit of common sense around how they're speaking. But you've seen it with Partey, with Greenwood, with several players. It's never going to stop, bro. Football is the best. You see people that pump up their wife, unfortunately, people that do the mad thing, racist, classism. Football is never going to be morals. It's never going to have morals. It's never going to have morals. Not even our club that, not necessarily the club, but the individuals, they were briefed on this. Come on now. But yeah, man, I don't really want to even, it's gone now, innit? Big up the Antigans, man. Appreciate you, Damon, man. Appreciate you. The fact that you think it's great content must mean I'm doing something, man. Chelsea used to have half their academy in the Dutch league a few years ago. That's why they're always good youth turnaround. We need to start doing them kind of things, man. Leicester 10 years ago, great escape season before they won the Prem. They looked doomed, and then Cambiasso started bossing it. Oh, yeah, that's another one. That's another one. So you had Leeds, you had Leicester. Somebody said another one. Ain't really been. And if I'm honest, the promoted teams ain't really been entertaining. Leeds, ironically, were entertaining when they got promoted the first time. I remember, do you remember when Reading, in fact, I might be lying, but there was a year Reading came to the Premier, and the first year I think they got relegated in the second year, but the first year, they almost got Europa League or UEFA Cup, whatever it was called. They almost got that. They were very good to watch. I did like that Blackpool side, man. Gary Taylor, Fletcher, and all of them. It's not really there anymore, man. Like, it's not really there anymore. We have the potential to be massive in attack now, especially with Eze. Yeah, but if you got the tools, you have to make it work, bro. You have to make it work. Yeah, people do lie about that, but I would say where it comes to people lying about those acts happening to you and people that are telling the truth, there's quite some correlation. There is. Part of you got to deal with that. And even if you sign for Villarreal, as I said, they must believe that either you're innocent or they're gonna get around it. I don't like last time I checked, Villarreal are in Spain. I don't know when your court case is. I think that you've been bailed until the 4th, 5th of August, ironically, this 24-hour period. It don't look good. And obviously it didn't look good on Arsenal. You're gonna give my man a new deal. For some reason, the contract is fingied away. And obviously you saw what happened with parties now being named and shamed and all of those kind of things. It don't look good on the club, because even that they might, we might not have given Thomas Partey a new deal because of the money. People would argue, is it because you clearly got some wind initially to give him a new deal that this would blow over, and then obviously it hasn't, and you've pulled away? Maybe the two are not interlinked, but I'm also someone that doesn't believe in coincidences and thinks things are correlated, especially where it comes to football. So yeah, less than that though, man. Less than that. Yeah, Dave Kitson and all of them. Something tells me Dave Kitson said something or does something I don't agree with. There was a Zenit St. Petersburg side that ripped through Man United, but that team could play. Even that, do you remember Shakhtar and that? They just, obviously it's in Ukraine and we know what's going on over there, but a bunch of random Brazilians or South Americans just bossing. It was convenience. We didn't want to pay, and you had a case, so best to get rid. It's easier. And unfortunately, the club are probably looking at it. Yeah, the club are probably looking at it. Unfortunately, it's not my problem. That's the thing. It's not my. Yeah, people are going to give Arsenal pelters, but it's not my problem now. He don't play for us anymore. Former Arsenal player. And I must admit, the club, bro, it's you can get at Arteta and whatnot, but Arteta's the manager, bro. Like, he's the manager, the players are the players. The PR teams and the specialist teams that are handling these kind of things. It's their job to not make this such a shit show. But again, unfortunately, people don't care about none of that, man. The whole thing of women lying, you got to get a grip, bro. I never said that. Men have power, women do not. A woman is not overpowering a man. Ergo, the law must be shaped a specific way. There you have it, bro. Women lie, but again, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And the last thing I'll say on that, because again, I'm here to talk about football, bro. Even if cool people, women are liars, and again, if you lie about this stuff, you should be put in jail as well, because unfortunately, it's always going to stay with you. Like, for the life of me, what's that footballer, man? Ched Evans, career destroyed, in jail for that, which I tell you for free, you don't want to be on the wing for that. Yeah, you don't want to be, you shouldn't be doing that anyways. You don't want to be for that. Destroyed, and unfortunately that's attached to your name. Like, so there is that. But for every one woman who might have lied and damaged someone's reputation, like, there's a million people who actually were scraped, and an actual million dons that did do that. So yeah, let's just hope the truth comes out. If people didn't do it, which, I don't know where we're at with it, we hope that nobody did it. If they did it, you know what needs to happen. Less of that now, man. Carnival time in Antigua, boy. I need to start forwarding. Anyways, back to football. Big up my guy Jay, man. Eze can go left. Odegaard's our captain. He won't be dropped. People got to stop playing FM and remember team cohesion and familiarity is a key to a winning team. It's true, but if your poor form persists, or maybe Odegaard's doing well, Eze's doing a madness, the left winger's doing a madness, he might have to be dropped. You're right in that he's the captain. I think people need to accept that Arteta ain't going nowhere. Kai Havertz will play a lot of games and might not necessarily be dropped, whether I agree with it or not. And the same goes for Odegaard. So there's a lot to consider, man. But above all, we need good problems, man. We got enough things that we could bitch about negatively. We need good problems. We need Arteta. I always say this. When Arteta comes home from a long day, he's probably left his home at like 6 in the morning. He's back at like 10 at night. When he's had a long day, he's had a shower, he's ate food, and he's been training and thinking about stuff, and the kids are gone to sleep, and his wife is asking him, yeah, we got 2-3 kids, would you like 4 or 5? We can start right now. He's like, babes, no, I can't. I'm not horny right now. I got to get Eze in the team. Eze's doing a madness. Odegaard's doing a madness. Oh, I got to get Zubamendi. Shit, what happens to Rice? What's going on the left? This, Mascara is pushing for first team football. I know I can't drop Magalhaes and Saliba, but I have to do something. We need them kind of problems there. We need that. Wanyeri as well. Add him into the mix. We need these problems, bro. We need problems. DG, when Nelson came on versus Spurs, the players started playing down the left. So the problem is Martinelli and Trossard. Players don't want to pass to them in the build-up. You could say that, but and I actually must admit, Nelson looks like our best left winger, but it further adds the question, innit? Because right now, we're hoping for Madueke. We hope he realizes his potential. And I must admit, I'm at the point, whether Madueke is going to work or not, play him, because it's not that I don't want to see Martinelli and Trossard. I'm eating the same meal now. Like, show me something else. I know Nelson turns it on in pre-season and his days are numbered here, but I'm even doing what we're all doing. Oh, do you give him another opportunity? But we don't know what's going on with Madueke. You've got Martinelli and Trossard stinking up the place, and they've all got individual things that they need to be held accountable for. But if anyone who goes on that left-hand side is not thriving, is it just them? We need something else. We need something else. Maybe they're not trusting them. And I do think a lot of it is tactical. DG, we all want DG, we all want Arsenal to win trophies, but when would you sack the manager? If we don't do what needs to be done in May of 2026, every option, whether that's keeping him, sacking him, everything needs to be on the table. Like, you need to go, bro. Like, I don't mean that in a disingenuous way. And yeah, if we don't get over the line, there's nuances, and this happened and that happened, but it's bottom line business. I'm looking at that positively and negatively. Bottom line is the last 3 years we have finished second. Not whether it's been tactics, low blocks, injuries, Cronky, this, that, we finished second. So that tells me we are closer to our goals than the other side. How do we get over the line? Everybody's got the answers. You have to judge a man and a woman and people in this life about the questions they pose of themselves, because that is the truth. Everyone's got answers. Find the questions. We need to do that. So I would have all the sympathy. But you're not on borrowed time. But in other situations, I keep saying this, other managers could have, would have, and should have been sacked. It's a minimum that you win trophies. You're not going to really shut Forget, I don't give a flying fuck what people that aren't part of my language are saying that's not concerned with my football club. We all know what they will be saying. Speaking purely to people that support our football club, right? You're only going to shut people up if you get the Premier League over the line or the Champions League. FA Cup, League Cup, I want everything. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm used to the FA Cup. We need to keep bringing that. That, I wouldn't say it saves face, but it saves some level of face. And I think some critics would say, you know what, I still don't believe you're the guy. It is what it is. I'll tell you, show me you're a good manager. Show me you're a winning manager now. And there's nothing wrong with, Wenger built the Emirates. Thing didn't happen for him in terms of getting us back to where we want to go. You've put us in a great financial position. The academy is booming. Could you imagine if we was building a stadium now, where we'd be at? So kind of thankful that we built our new stadium when we did actually, and had the vision to do that, people. But yeah, you planted the root, you planted the seeds. It started to sprout. Arteta's obviously been allowed more freedom. Arteta might be the guy to just steady the ship, fix it all up, and the next guy might be the one to get us to where we need to. All options should be on the table. Keeping the guy, sacking the guy, trying something different, because the same at some point it has to fall with the manager, innit? There's new directors, new directors, new players. At some point, might be him. Now, I don't really give thought to it, because I honestly don't think if Arsenal have another trophyless season that he's gonna be sacked. I don't know the Cronkies, but I can't see the Cronkies ripping up a 15 million a year deal, whoever the next manager is. Because if you know who the next manager is, you need to, at the back of your mind, be knowing that if Arteta ever left, this is who we're going to go after. The same logic with Saliba. We want Saliba to stay for as long as he can kick a ball, right? But we all know one day he might go. So naturally, you're going to be looking at centre halves, give or take. So we need to, everything's up for debate. But I don't think he's gone. Like, there's just certain things I accept. I don't see them ripping up your deal. If we imagine we had a season, this season next year, God forbid, but this season coming, it's the same thing. I can't tell you they're going to sack Donny. He might walk away. I don't think he'll walk away, but I don't think he's going to get sacked. Get used to Kai Havertz playing. And I just feel as a club, unfortunately, I think we'd like to win. I don't think we're dying to win. I think Arteta wants to win, but you're going about things, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. I think the players want to win, but I think the higher powers that be, they would like to win Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues and things. I don't think they're dying to. I hope they are, because Kroenke, I'm sure you saw the money in the Club World Cup. We could have been over there. You win the champs. We're in there. There's bread there. The foreign teams are loving it. Go speak to people. Look, we're seeing the Brazilian team spending peas. I'm sure what the AC, I could be wrong, but the Italian teams, all the other foreign teams, Juventus, they love that Club World Cup. Chelsea got some bread in there via that as well. So yeah, DG, why are we trying to sign another defender before Eze and the left winger? Things take time, but I couldn't tell you. Why would KSC sack Arteta? Remember why Emre left, in it? It weren't to do with football per se. Anyone saying Arteta's going to get sacked with no trophy, answer me, why would KSC sack him? They better up their bid for Eze, because we need a 10 that can attack at pace. Odegaard needs to be benched. To be fair, we can't really up a bid if we ain't placed a bid at this moment in time, innit? I can't believe we haven't got 100 likes, people. Been supporting Arsenal since 97. I honestly don't think we should sign Eze. I think you mean would have preferred him over Madueke, but still suspect we buy Sesko, Rodrigo, Simmons before the window shuts. I like Xavi Simmons, but I think for us, Eze makes more sense. It's more proven. I mean, I don't know if it even makes sense, really, because if he's not going to drop Odegaard, so you're not going to start in that 10 role. Yeah, we need depth, but not going to get dropped. I don't know what he sees for his left-hand side, and I don't know if Eze is going to play off the left. What if not in terms of ability, if Madueke starts and you've got Odegaard, how do they see Eze? I don't think they're dying for Eze as much as we are dying for Eze, if that makes sense. I think he's a good player. I think they think he's a good player. The ability to impact us, the ability to put competition for places and potentially nail a starting spot for himself. But I don't think he's a good player. If the deal makes sense, I think they'll get it done, essentially. Enrique needs to be the next manager. He can't do anything more at PSG. But I'd love that, to be fair. I'm not going to lie, big up Arteta, but if Luis Enrique said he wants to sign for us today, Arteta, you got to go. Like, I always say this, like, there's no romance. I love Bukayo Saka. If there was a player 20 million times better than him that wanted to be the starting right winger, I'm not saying you have to go, Saka, but things have to happen, innit? It has to be like that. It has to. Arteta's decisions cost us every time. Last chance this season. It's a double-edged sword, because his decisions have got us to this point, but then it's also shot himself in the foot. I think we need to go back to basics, personally. is Madueke bow-footed? Not to me, but I hope we get to learn about him. You don't pay 50 million for something that can't work. He's got to make it work. A captain is not a justification for playing poorly. The team comes first over any player. I hear you, man. DG, do you trust Arteta to rotate properly? Because I don't know with him and his favourites. He's going to have to. He's going to have to. There's no trust that everybody that's not them players has to earn my trust. Not that I'm anyone, but you're going to have to. Because if you keep doing the same things and the same things happen, at some point, you need to look at what you're doing now. Chat, please be respectful to everybody, man. Stay single like DJ and I. No women, no cry. I don't know about being. We will try. I don't understand what you're saying. Remember, we're online. We're online. You definitely need women in this life. Or a woman loyal to the soul. Black men don't cheat. Not that yet, but I am single. I am single. Is anyone ever single? I am single. I am single. I'm single. Everyone's got options. You're encouraging my foolishness, man. Stay on brand. Stay on brand. Hey, DG, if we get Eze, will this mean Odegaard's spot is under threat? Yes, in a good way. It should be. I don't think you're going to get dropped and whatnot, but it should be. Odegaard, you want to fix up for next season off your own back anyways. But if you see Eze and you got Wanyeri and we're jumping into the future, but Dalman is going to be here soon. I know he's 15, 16, but he's going to be here soon. Bro, stand up to be kind. You're the captain of the football club. You're a starter. The only way is down, per se. Obviously, we're not talking about winning trophy, but the only way is down. You can't get better than being a starter playing every minute. The only way is down, being benched, going from being a starter to a rotationary option. Hold on to your spot. If you're coming to this football club, I don't care if you're a young player that's only played 10 games, someone that's a household name. I want you to come and say, you know, forget everyone. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to grab a shirt. And if you're holding on to that shirt at this football club, yeah, don't let it, you got to have the mentality, you're taking this over my dead body. As I said, positive questions for Arteta to ask himself. And we only get that by having a competitive squad. And that needs to start now, man. Now, you lot start arguing in the chat, man. Concentrate. Trust, word to SB. Concentrate for real, man. Everyone's got to slow down on Dalman. Too many toxic negatives demanding he start. I'm not even demanding he start. Boy, but I told you this. You were fighting me, you know. I told you this. I big up my guy Jordan. I need to get you on a platform. You know how people locked in shouldn't be overshadowing the likes. Come on, peeps. Like, share, and comment. All that good stuff. Come on, my guy. Appreciate that. It's getting too much. People are walked from reality. And unfortunately, with Dalman, yeah, I've said this throughout many a year when it comes to youth players and youth talent, yeah. And he's not going to be the first nor the last. There's probably some 7-year-old that you jump to the future. They're going to be the 15, 16-year-old at whatever club everybody's waffling about, right? But you're in the honeymoon period. You're in the honeymoon period. Everything you do is amazing. Everybody loves it. You can do no wrong. Then the switch, because it happened with Saka. Then everybody's onto you. It happens. People even were slightly getting on. Everybody, you know what? Arsenal fans are a bit mad on social media. Everybody started getting pelters really because of the preseason defeat. Shots fired in the comments. Monday madness for sure, bro. Everyone, calm down, man. Calm down, man. You lot be respect. It's Monday, man. Start the week well. We need an attacking mid who spreads the ball both sides of the pitch and not Odegaard to Saka makes us so predictable. But they have to be. The team has to be promoted to do that. DG did some madness at the club on Saturday. I didn't go on Saturday. I didn't go anywhere on Saturday. I ain't go nowhere on Saturday. Sunday morning, I was here with you, look. I got my alibi, was it Friday? I went out yesterday on Sunday. I had a nice time, man. It was a bit overwhelming for me. You know me, I'm socially awkward. I'm shy. I'm nervous. There was just too much going on. There was too much people. I just stood in the corner. I had a drink, and that was about it. Stood still. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm not someone you should be going out with, bro. You know the thing. Crazy. DG, why are we blaming Odegaard? It's Arteta who is killing, attacking, and playing U-shaped football. So it's a double-edged sword. Two things can be true. Odegaard needs to put his big boy pants on and fix up, but also tactically. Because I think Gyökeres can bang, but I can't sit there and tell you we are attacking to the way where you slap Gyökeres on and now all our issues are dead. There's an element of tactics needing to change. The one I missed live, but was too funny. I hear it, man. You've outgrown it. Let's go with that. I definitely have. No, I have, man. Being outside don't excite me no more, man. If you were to say indoors or outdoors, I like outdoors. I don't really like being at home and stuff, but it's boring, bro. Like clubbing's boring now, man. It's boring, bro. Like really, like it's boring. It's boring. Festivals will never get boring because I've only recently started doing festivals are lit. Festivals are lit, man. Talking facts, DG. Less than 2 weeks before one game, we're beating United comfortably or not. I hope we beat them. We can't think of anything different. DG was here, voice all raspy, like he was trying to have conversations next to club speakers. You're me very mad. The That was funny, to be fair. That was funny, to be fair. Relax, man. But yeah, man, you lot are on brand. That's when you realize you're turning into an unk. Nah. Because I know it's fun. It is fun, but it's repetitive, bro. Like, it's repetitive, man. It's repetitive. It's the same shit. You're zanging me as well. Like, I'm buying either a bottle, which is probably gonna cost 30 quid, is now 100 in here. Or not that drinks is the biggest scam. It's like 15 quid for some doubles. And I do that bare. How much is that? When again the whole bottle costs X amount. It's dead, like it's dead, bro. It's dead, it's dead, it's dead, it's dead, it's dead, it's dead. It's dead. But it's like everything though. Like it's like everything, man. Unfortunately, people have not got money generally in society now to do recreational stuff. That's why you see holidays going down. I even saw something on TikTok, like people are not even going to fun fairs and that. It's getting peak. If you want a baddie, you got to meet her at the beach or church. Listen, I'm not meeting no girl in any religious place. Like, big up everyone with the religion, but yeah, and you know, every sinner's got a pass and that, but I'm not on it. I'm definitely not on it. I'm definitely not on it. There's no redemption with me. You can't. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. God, don't humble me and try and make me fall in love with a stripper or something. But please allow me, or retired one. I'm not on that. Like, no, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Our tactics beat most teams. You said most. That's our issue. Let's calm down on wholesale changes needed. I'm sure Arteta is working on adjusting to suit Gyökeres. He has to. That should have started when it became clear. Well, it should have started anyways when, okay, we want Sesko, we want Gyökeres. If you sign him, what's your plans? This is just Arteta. That should have been you anyways. Now that you got Gyökeres, I'm not expecting, it needs to happen. I'm not expecting like it to click 2 weeks into the season, but once we get to the 10th, 11th, 12th game, and if I'm seeing certain things, now I'm getting a bit harsher, man. Embrace the unks life. Clubbing and that is way too expensive in 2025. It's fine, man. Clubbing in the UK will be dead real soon. Too expensive. Too expensive even for the promoters. Why do you think you see a lot of motives on Sundays now? Because it's cheaper to get it done. Now, obviously, some people don't want to go out on a Sunday because naturally you got work and that on Monday, but everything's gone down the toilet, bro. Like, everything is ridiculously expensive. Everything is being robbed from us. Everything is being pulled away. We're paying like even fucking council tax. Like, bro, like, man, these dons decide when they want to get the bins, and oh my god, they want us to die, people. They want us to die, be in debt, work till we live, enjoy fuck all, mate. Like, it's dark, man. It's darkness, and it's only, unfortunately, it's gonna get worse. The middle class in all societies, but I can't talk for no other society but the one I live in, which is the UK. The middle class is getting eroded. Unfortunately, there's going to be ultra rich and mad broke. There's no, you can forget about, you know, Sally and Simon. They've got a, you know, I don't even know what semi-detached means, but semi-detached house, 3 rooms, 2 kids, nice car, holiday or two in the summer, just going about their life, mortgage paid off and paying off mortgages, just calm life. That is being eroded. Forget about that. Forget about that. But the politicians and the major ones that come out here and the economists, the mainstream ones, they're not going to tell you that because they're all lobbying to be, you know, that the system's rigged in it. Like, it's rigged. They're never going to tell you the honesty. I just believe in looking at things. Things are going up. Like, holiday prices are going up. Gas is going up, but less people are booking holidays. There's less footfall in stores. Obviously, online has a kind of way around, well, factor into that, but less people are visiting stores, footfall being going into a shop, less people are doing that. Christmas time in this country, things are going down. I mean, people are spending less year on year. So yeah, Christmas people are going to spend peas, but people have less. Disposable income is going down, I guess. Pubs are shutting, and you got to remember, humans, we're social creatures, and also you throw in the fact that the UK is a service society, in it, led society, in it. It's all about the services, man, export, like finances and all of that. It's not like there's bare factories, and it's not like you're exporting fruit. Well, to be fair, you do export a lot of firearms, and then you come out and say you don't want war in that, like all these nations, but you get the point. It's going on the shit. Doesn't matter what job, what society, whatever, unless you're over that side, like properly over that side, it's peak, bro. And that's not me being negative or saying to give up and whatnot, because we can't, people. We have to live life. We're going to live life, but you have to be aware of everything that's around you, man. You have to. It's a mess, lad. It's a mess, lad. It's a mess, lad. And my generation, unfortunately, we're going to be the first that's worse off than our parents. You saw uni fees for certain people go up, Brexit coming, credit crunch. We've seen bare things have happened, man. Exactly. Xmas spending. So people are not spending in Xmas. They obviously are, yeah, but Christmas is when people, you know, they're going out, they're buying gifts, they're doing bare things. If you're not spending during Christmas or that's going down, people are scared about their finances. People have less finances. If people are not spending money, how on God's green earth do you have a great economy? Yo, DG, why mention Somalia so in every video done? What's the reasoning? I haven't mentioned Somalia. Big up the Marlies, big up Somalians, man. I'm from Edmonton. They're about, bro. I love them. They're some of the funniest people. But it's just, oh, you're probably referring to when I say, like, I don't care where you are. You could be in America, Somalia, America, Brazil. I don't know. You lot say something like, name a country, name 5 countries. You just say random countries and whatnot, man. Can't give up. And unfortunately, it's gonna have to get worse before it gets better, man. Semi-detached means not fully attached. I hear it. It just sounds. I've always felt, you know what was there? Just always feels like a wavy phrase, like semi-detached. I don't know. I've watched too much Homes Under the Hammer, man. But now that you said it, I'm dumb. I feel dumb now. You know, semi-detached means not fully attached. I hope so. In fact, SLD, I don't believe you because you said it. It might not be coming from a nice place. You got room tax now. Exactly, bro. Inheritance tax, stealth taxes are coming on. And naturally, what do you think is going to happen, bro? There's all that's going to happen. It's us that has to pay, bro. Because again, all people are going to do is, or companies, just pass the cost down to people. Clubs are dying. Pubs are dying. Everything is dying. Like, everything is getting worse, bro. You breathe. If I step out my house right now and breathe, all of a sudden I've spent £128.70. Like, you get it, people. Travel. You know, if you want to, like, bro, driving a car in this country is a madness. They don't want that, by the way, as well. They don't want that. Driving's a madness. Getting on the underground's a madness, and they fuck about with that, and the prices are going up. My heart bleeds for people that live on the outskirts of London, so you have to get like them overground trains and all of that. They fuck about with that all the time. Like, it's a mess, bro. It's a mess, man. I fell in love with a stripper, but turned out she was a Spurs fan. To be fair, I once dated a Spurs fan. Probably one of the easier girls to get along with, if I'm honest with you. Yeah. The worst was an Arsenal fan still. And they all tend to be Arsenal fans now, but yeah, man. Now Marino's fine in the 8. I'm not gonna lie, Jay. I'm not on him being in the 8. You know, he can mix and blend in certain games, but I prefer him up front. I think he looks better in midfield when he floats from up front. And eye for goal, that's his position. MLS hasn't ever dominated a fully senior game there. Yeah, so he ain't been put there, but I hear it. But we're gonna give Miles Lewis Skelly that he did it against Madrid. In real time, he's running there, man. To be fair. Clean air zones, even air, bro. DG dating a Spurs fan, brother. What's wrong with it, bro? I'm not being funny. I love Arsenal. So if I look at a girl and I think she's leng, I want to get to know her. Their skin's glistening. There's a back there. Their hair's mad. Like, because I don't get shy a gal in it. But you know what? You know what, madam? You know when, like, not shy, but you know when you see a gal and you have to, you know, you do up your tie or something, you just come a bit correct. She makes me feel like that. What? She's a Spurs fan. I love Arsenal. Arsenal don't love me. And then if you really break it down, I can't, like, I'm not trying to read Arsenal. You know, I already give too much of my life to 11 men week in, week out, pause, definitely, that I don't know. Oh, I'm supporting myself in this case. You're going mad. You're going mad. You're going mad. You're going mad. If the girl don't make you come correct, she's not the one. No girl can make me come correct. I come correct anyways, but yeah, no, man. Like, you know, like the princess kind of girl, like they walk past, like it's like, oh, what's all that about? Like, you make sure that everything's in place, and you're like, oh, let's go, sweetening. Why are you not smiling? Oh gosh, yeah, blood. I don't know. It's all entertainment. It's all lies. You lot encourage foolishness, but I love these live streams because we go left. Not even that, DG. I mean, you walk out the house, there's pollution or fires breaking out. It's all too many frauds. Exactly. It's horrible, man. And the same's probably said for all countries, bro, because that's what they want. Debt keeps people poor and it keeps them expensive. If you always owe someone something, you're making peas off them. Imagine if I always owed you. You're making peas, bro. It's unfortunate. It don't matter how much you invest. It don't matter how financially prudent you are. It's stress. And to be fair, I can't lie. I think it's, in this society, you're better off taking risks. Like, you can't really save your way into financial freedom. Of course, you can be smart, but you can't just say, I get paid X amount a month. That's getting put. You need the bread to work for you, bro. Whether that's putting it in an ISA, whether that's, you know, it depends on your risk tolerance, whether that's stocks, whether that's trading, whether that's an ISA that you've opened up and it is accumulating for years, them kind of things there. But that is, you can't, your money has to work for you. And your money does work for you, you just don't see the benefits. That's what a bank does, bro. The bank takes your bread, does madness with it. Interest rates are horrible, but you earn interest, so why not? Appreciate the super chat, bro. Come to the US. It's pending though, man. But I just think the minute I touch US, I'm gonna get diabetes. It runs in my family anyways. I think I'm gonna get it one day. But your food looks mad in a good and bad way. It looks mad. Everything looks mad, man. And I know my accent. I could, yeah. America, see, if the streets want me to come to America, I got you, man. I know this accent can do serious stuff out there. If I'm the most, I am the most handsome YouTuber. I am the sexiest man in London. It makes sense that, we live the American dream. And fuck it, I've been America, but I've never lived in America. I'm the longest in America. So with that confidence, this waviness, this mindset, all it takes is, excuse me, do you know where the loo is? Oh, you from London? Are you from Europe? Like, the ignorant things you lot say. We're going clear, blood. 100% DG. If you're not running your own business or learning how to invest, our generation is screwed, bro. And even that, bro, like, the HMRC don't want us to thrive, man. They don't want us to, the whole tax system. Big up American Gooner. He's in the chat. Me and him talk about this all the time. The tax system don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense. It's gonna sound so immoral from me, yeah, but the best job must be to be a politician, because you can do so. It's wrong, but it's wrong to say this and whatnot. But at the end of the day, the means justify the ends, in it. Like, bro, people are paying you money and then you're giving them contracts. We all saw the PPE. Was it PPE? I don't know where it was, but the whole thing around COVID and like the gloves and all of that, how, certain people were acting in self-interest and they were literally putting certain plans in place, put everything down as fucking expense. If I'm honest with you, we live in a society where I don't think enough people are thinkers. You come out, you lobby the good things you're going to do. I'm going to, like, if I became a politician and I was bad man, immediately I'm going to say, do you know what? I'm going to say certain things like we need to build new homes. Everybody wants that. We're going to build new homes. We're going to cut uni fees. And all the popular things we want to see. I'm going to get rid of congestion charge. I'm going to say all these things, actually make you lot believe, man. Do it. Well, attempt to do it. The minute I'm in power, fuck off. I'm here, now, innit? You can scream, you can shout, no, you can shake it all about. Nothing ain't happened to David Osborne, Peter Osborne, whatever the fucking guy name is, in it, that Osborne brother, the Chancellor. Nothing ain't happened to him. Nothing happened with David Cameron. And let's remember that Brexit thing was a game, It was a game for him. I'm not saying you couldn't vote for Brexit, because I think there's legitimate reasons to leave the EU. And I think there's a lot of reasons we should have stayed. And this was our life, but this was a game. Remember, David Cameron thought he could flex. We've all seen the leaked notes. He thought he could flex. I bet you I'd dangle this carrot to the UK government, to the UK society, and they won't go for it. It's a game, bro. Just like Boris Johnson. Like, anyone watches the House of Lords, House of Commons, it's like being in fucking the secondary school, innit? It's an idiot thing. DJ, I agree. But rather than complain, look at what skills you have to boost your income. The days of having one good job, getting yard, and all of that is gone. Got it. That facts. And this is what I'm preaching. We're never on this channel. We're never on the victim thing. If you want something, go get it, man. Make it happen. If you're a victim, leave. If you're not a victim, smash the like button. We're not on the victim thing. DG would be in Florida telling everyone tranquilo. Or Boris. But Boris, you know what? Yeah, actually, Boris has to be an actor, because he looks like them cartoon idiots. Like, I used to watch him. I'm like, nah. How have you made it this far? We know why, but how have you made it this far? How have you become it? Like, your shit's all scruffy. You got ketchup stain on your shirt, like you're just a dickhead. Like, and this is who's regulating the country. We all know he's not. We all know, like, he's really not. But it's the banks and the big corporations. That's why I always say, if you want to see actually what our country looks like, don't waste your time watching the news. Go on the news websites. Go and see what is really happening. Go and pre what the banks are doing. Waste, man, bro. And that's why we can't give up, because obviously the system's rigged, yeah. Obviously the system's rigged. But if he can pattern, what do you mean we can't? Let that be a lesson in life. There's people with less talent, less ability. Somehow they found it. And everything is rigged. I used to live like that and thought, oh, if I work hard, might get somewhere. If I be a nice person, obviously be nice. Well, no, be good. Don't be nice, bro. Because people sniffs kindness and they leech onto it. You ever done someone a favor out of the goodness of your heart? And there's many real people out there that be appreciative. but they keep asking and keep asking and keep asking, and they love you. Do it 20 times. You don't do it on the 21st. Oh, this person hates me. Da, 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 da. And then for me, it becomes entitlement. It borders into over familiarity. Everything's rigged, man. Everything's rigged. Unfortunately, this is just it's the dunya, isn't it? Peckham, appreciate you, my guy. Come on, come on. Political talk. Don't know how we got here. We've talked about politics. You lot, not me, have spoken about women. What else? Talking about economy. Do bad things. It's corrupt, bro. Interest is haram. You're right. You're right. You're right. You are right. You are right. My number one DG. Come on. I hope Eze's in the house. You were telling me about Jokeres, so I hope you're right, my guy. Go to Cali. Yeah, man. I don't want to see no Crips and Bloods, man. I wanted to go at Atlanta, but it seems like it's a bit scary to be over there. Well, TR Trizzy needs to find that bread, bro. Why on God's green earth would you go to America and export crystal meth? Fucking hell, blood. Fucking hell, geezer, man. True, never say never. DG being shameless, got to love it. Me? Shameless? Where? Hey, I lie. I hear it. Diabetes and guns. To be fair, America looks... I like America because, well... I just think everything around how they move in the media is easier here. Is easier there in this country. It's yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags, 4, sir. Let me go to the press conferences, sir, please. Can I get the exclusive interview? Can I write a book? Like, you just shut up, keep stum. And I know you can't rock the boat, but there's no degree of honesty. And we all know, yeah, I'm gonna act like everything's innovative so that I can keep the link. I think where it comes to the media in all aspects, bro, like everybody in life, everybody's got a vested interest, but all these people have vested interests. It's some people's in the media as well. Journalists, it's in their best interest to completely shit on the club they're reporting on. Act like if everything's dead, let talk on it, but act like that and act like everything's rosy. And this is where a bit like politics, sports content has been that. And I always say, I don't tell you what to think, just think. Everyone's got the answers. Who's posing the questions? Unfortunately, and I think America, there's obviously a degree of that, but you can more be a bit brazen with it. You can be a bit more bossy with it. You can be yourself, man. DG coming back from the US woke. I've always hated the term woke, if I'm honest. Go San Diego, it's calm. Ain't that too hot? I need to be somewhere there's heat, but not too hot, my guy, man. I need to. Why do y'all call these liars lords? We couldn't. I don't know, man. There must be something with history. I don't know why they're called lords. They're not lords. It's just like, for me, I'm not calling no one sir. Like if you've been knighted, I'm not calling you sir. I'm not calling you sir. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I'm not calling you sir. I don't know why. I'm just you're not better than no one. I'm not better than no one. No one ain't better than me. I don't care how much money you got, where you're from. I'm not calling you sir. You're a human. You got a death date just like me. Forget all of that. You can't style my thing. Forget all of that. You're not. There's no lord. There's no bowing. There's none of this stuff going on. Like we're all on the same level footing, man. But yeah, love for the super chat, my boy. Give it Sam Allardyce. Let him run the country. So it works for him. The media, why would exactly? You're right. The media don't want people to learn anything. I mean, if you take nothing away from this live stream, I say everybody needs to watch Project Mockingbird. Like everybody needs to know about that. And actually, for certain people as well, I'll type it. I don't want it to get demonetized. But this is still on YouTube, and this was in 1958. How to? This is still on YouTube. For the people of the culture, please. I think you would call Lewis Hamilton Sir Lewis Hamilton. No, I wouldn't. You're right, Lewis. You're not a certain man, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Arsene Wenger maybe like Sir Arsene Wenger. I might, but you're not a certain me, bro. DG, bro. I said the other day on Spaces on Twitter, it's become a 50-50 thing getting over the line. Does that mean I should choose 50-50 bread? No. Move to South Africa. All the digital nomads are moving to Cape Town. To be fair, yeah, Portugal as well. And it might be that because unfortunately, this country is going to suffer, bro. This country has lost a generation. There's a generation that, and we're paying for it. People can't get houses or buy houses or be in a space where they can rent and go through them kind of life situations. So that's stopping people having families. You're having family. You're not building houses. You're not building houses. You're not allowing people to save. There's no job opportunities. Your best talent is arguing for a service-based economy. So doctors, private clinics, finances. Your best individuals, putting a blanket over it, your best individuals are departing. So you're losing your talent. Regardless what they look like, where they're from, you're losing your talent. And you want the best in it. for foreigners that want to come here and they might be a great lawyer or want to, you know, they're great in whatever job they're doing. You're losing your internal talent. So your academy players are walking away. You're not an attractive football club if we use that as that. So his best talent has been, oh yeah, England, yeah, NHS and that. Oh well, myth. If this country's not even feeding kids and the NHS, so we're all doomed. You're not being able to attract people, so that's a myth. Obviously, there's actually, you know, there's a shortage of, I think, bare stuff around kids being born is prevalent here. Obviously, people need to keep back being born or society stops. People are departing as well, which is another point. Apprenticeships, you know, you're saddling people with debt in uni, which uni's good, you should go uni, all of that, but you're discouraging potentially good people that could go uni and have a certain aspect not go in there. You're making that unattractive to skills to do. You're doing that. There's a skills shortage in this country. There's a skills shortage. You've got so much ways, yeah, around like apprenticeships, plumbers, all them kind of things. You've got there all shortages, and that is an opportunity to help people. And I would say above that, yeah, one thing that upsets me as well in this country, yeah, is like I think it's called like the bloomers generation or whatever, the people above us, in it. So for some people, parents and whatnot, right? They're proud to them people, they're proud to go to work. Like they've been proud to go to work and work every day and whatnot. Unfortunately, they might have been at a company for 20 odd years. They've lost their job. Now you're never too old to stop learning, but it's got to be a culture shock for that generation to go from where computers and phones, it weren't really a thing like that, to everything's digital. Why are you not looking after the youngest or the people that are gonna like the future? And why are you not potentially reskilling workers and whatnot? Because even if you wanted to employ people, yeah, I'm like someone that is older and got family member, like got a family and whatnot, they're less likely. They want stability 9 times out of 10, so they're more likely to stay at your company for time. A younger person is ambitious. Bro, I'm not getting paid this. I'm cutting. I want to do this. So if you reskill them old dons, you're laughing, but they don't want to. If me just sitting here can see this and comprehend this, and I'm definitely not the sharpest tool in the box, what do you think these skilled money men and businessmen and all these companies and things and politicians, they must know this. They don't want to do it. And it's not going to change, man. It's darkness, man. Taxes are too high for the higher performers, so they're all leaving. We earn less compared to other countries. Exactly, man. It's horrible, man. Yeah, it's going down. It's going down. And for obvious reasons, but sir ain't that deep. I get people that don't know me call me sir, especially in the suit. It's Lord, I'm not doing. No, I will say you're right, sir, and whatnot. But I'm talking more celebs. Like that's why I said if you're knighted, I'm not calling you sir this, sir that. I don't know why. I'm not gonna. If I see David Beckham, I'm not calling him Sir David Beckham. I'm not on that. Yeah, the school thing. Like I'm not calling you that because it's not the titles that honor men. It's men that honor the titles, innit? I'm not. You're not gonna flex over here with that because I don't care about that. The US definitely has a skill shortage too. If my son wasn't pursuing a science-related degree, I'd tell him to go into trades. Exactly. Tradesmen will like, I can only speak for me, innit? Like what? I went secondary school 06 to what fucking hell, mate. 06 to 2011. The trade thing was looked down on to some people, and not everyone can go uni. Not everyone can do the college thing. Well, you have to go if you're doing apprenticeship, but you get the point. Not everyone can do all of that, innit? Not everybody in this life can do that. But you were seen as potentially stupid or dumb, or it weren't really encouraged. Smart, and again, it do what needs to be done. Because I've got a lot of friends that like. I had a friend that still got a friend. The guy that you see, the guy when Spurs play, and I call him. I'm not gonna say his name, but you see, and I call him. He's a plumber. He's got his own business, all that stuff. He was that A-star. You know, when you're doing them gifted and talented things, he was doing all of that. Like he clocked from early. I'm not on this learning thing anymore per se. I'm gonna get a trade, pattern up myself. He's laughing, and then obviously your hands in it. The only person I did call sir was Sir Bobby Robson. There's exceptions. There's exceptions. I'm more talking when you can tell people want to flex with it. Guys, prepare for the afterlife. This life ain't worth it. We should always pray, and yeah, we got to leave the world and that one day, but. Sir Mazzolini, my dude. Sir Mazzolini. But you're right. You have to look after your soul. DG, you're older than I thought. I thought you're older than I thought you was. If you finished high school in 2011. Come on, baby, place killer, man. Tell a friend, tell a girl. Hey, you know the vibes. I love that. Every person is smart / good at something. There's no such thing as dumb or smart. Again, I don't want to be smart. If I'm ever in a scenario, and this is obviously in school, there's all them things there, but I never want to be known as smart because I'm in the wrong room or I'm not around people I can learn. I want to be the dumbest. I want to be outside of my comfort zone. Just like when I said I didn't know What, semi-detachment? Yeah, someone must have said, oh, yeah, he's stupid and that. But I'm only stupid for a moment. Now I know what it is. Because there is them people that didn't know what I knew as well, but they ain't got the confidence to say it. Tony Blair started this crap. We've gone so left. I thought you were my age. How old are you? Like, you man, I'm moving mad with some of them comments there. But yeah, big up you. Like, I really hope we're smashing the like button. You know, we got 149 likes. Can we scheme on 200? Can we scheme on 200? Can we make a push for 200, as KJ said? Can we make a push for that? We'll get into the news in a sec, people. But come on, man. We're here to vibes with each other. That's why we're here day in, day out. We don't really we do care, but we don't really care about half of this. A man said DJ as a politician, free club entrance for everyone, mandatory guys, nights out. But if I ran a rave, I think I'd have the most banging raves ever. Like, I know everything I would do, especially how to market it. Be careful, DG. YouTube might be on you. True. 20% corporations. It's crazy, bro. Banks gambling your bread. Gambling. But even debt is not necessarily bad, but that's what they teach us. Debt is bad. See debt, run away. Oh my God, scary. They don't want people to be competent. DG, if you settle down with a Spurs gal, you must know that the kids are Arsenal fans. Come on. Don't think you can follow your Bob supported Spurs. If you want to sign up for paying, go and do that. If you do that, great. I just know if I had, I don't know, 2 boys and 2 girls, and my missus is a Spurs fan, I'm an Arsenal fan. I love you, kids. I will do everything for you. You're gonna have the best. I don't know how you're getting bought kits. Your birthdays, Christmases, I don't give a monkeys. You best know how your mum's paying for that. If you support Arsenal, better things are happening. You're not rolling. So do the right thing. Do the right thing. And for the ones that want to go and pick the Spurs thing, I will start playing favorites. When you see us come back from a game and they got ice cream and bear stuff, where's mine? Nah, bro, you weren't there, cuz the ice cream's gonna melt, bro. Can't bring that. My kid's gonna learn very early choices. DG, I'm 26, not too far off then. I'll have that. If you never lived in the UK, where else in Europe if you never lived in the UK, where else in Europe would you go to live? Oh, for obvious reasons, a bit techie, my dog, but I don't mind that, to be fair, man. You know, Benjamin Button settings. Some of you ain't got a hairline. Where would I live in Europe? It's a bit techie for obvious reasons, but quite liked Barcelona. I hear good things about Lisbon in Portugal. I've never been. I quite liked being in Barcelona. Oh no, man. I don't know. Europe, I don't know, my guy. Nothing really appealing like that. Like, obviously, there's places I'd love to visit, but live, I don't know. Barcelona, man. Could we play Kai at number 10? We could. But Cameron, you trying to see that? You trying to see that? I'm not. Portugal is tough. Lisbon is nice. Hella brothers out there. Come on, Marseille. You know what? If I was rich, you lot get me to 100 million subs. Monaco, Tig, man. It looks nice. Monaco. It looks nice. So nice. So good. Portugal is a place the next 10 years. Fair enough. UK is still the best in the world. It's a crazy way to spell Jamaica, but I hear it. 40 minutes in the bathroom at work watching the show. Bro, big up yourself, but wow, your colleagues are going to look at you like you're a madman. Like, what kind of shits is he doing in there? What, Shao Mao every week? Why not? Baddest baddies all wanting to steal your money. This man's talking Monaco. Yeah, but you can't thieve my money. I'm not an idiot. Like, one, I'll help you right now. I'll help you look for it. Like, I'll help you look for it, mate. If that's what he's saying. But no girl can thieve my bees. I think it's very, don't get twisted. People, men and women, they're very cunning, they're very conniving, but man, them, you know when a girl just wants your bread. And if you don't, you know if a girl's one of them, if you like me, Dior me, buy me a Birkin, oh, a man's got to do this and that. Shut up, mate. Shut up. Don't you know that once you just show that you're wholesome, a girl that asks for nothing will get everything? With a guy like me, you're going mad. You're going mad. Type in Gucci man half. You're going mad. Saint-Tropez, it looks nice. Marbella. I wouldn't want to live in one of them party places, man. Start of level 1 pirate in Marseille. Oh, DG is a shy content creator. I guess I am shy. I love that. What about Ireland? Never been. Shout the Irish. I've never been Ireland. I've never been. I must admit, big up the Irish, but I don't know if that's gonna be the first one. Adam, what's wrong with you? Can't take your kid out in public if they support Spurs crazy work. And I don't know how they're gonna go to games. If it's not a North London derby and we ain't got tickets, I don't know how you're gonna go to games. You wanted to follow your mum, go fight, go follow your mum then, innit? Really. Arsenal unveiled people our third kit. I've put this up already, but we've had that. Let's start going over things. So you've seen that. Noni Madueke cut short holiday for early training return ahead of Gunner's debut. Fair enough. He cut short his holiday and returned to training last week, eager to hit the ground running at Arsenal. Come on, Noni. Come on. We advised him to rest and be ready for the upcoming season. He did want to join us in Singapore. So to be fair, that's why you'll get my support, because you're trying to think. Fair enough. But what did this mean? He's training with individual coaches. That's great. We flew back. Okay. Must admit, thought there'd be more in the article than that. Real Madrid never considered selling Rodrigo. A transfer would only be considered if a 90 million euros offer arrives. Fair enough in that regard. You did see over the weekend, Fabrizio and Co have said, Kivio's future, there could be something there. Would you not get rid of him? Would you keep him? What price would you get rid of him, even if you want him to stay? Despite what's going on. But anyways, understand Jakub Kivio's future remains open, with several clubs keen on signing the centre-back. Arteta would prefer to keep Kivio. Arsenal already rejected a proposal from Portugal in July, up to the player with desire to play more as possible factor. We have heard that Arsenal made initial contact to show interest in the French 19-year-old centre-back Jérémy Jacquet. Arsenal like Jacquet, who recently signed a new deal at Rennes until June 2029. He's on the list as an option in case of exits this month eventually. So yeah, people, we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. And it seems like he's a long-term target. Apparently, he's refused us. Targeted by Arsenal at the start of the transfer window, Jérémy Jacquet preferred to make another choice for his future. The young centre defender from Rennes declined the approach from the Gunners, seduced by the French international hopeful who played 11 games. The London club want to enlist a new talent for the future to strengthen its hinge, but Jérémy Jacquet decided to decline, and to avoid a new approach this summer, Rennes were quick to secure their duel by offering him a contract extension, now linking him until 2029. So buy him, let him stay over there and develop then, innit, people? And apparently we face competition for him, not just from clubs in the Premier League, but Bundesliga sides. Of course, we're never going to have a free hit at him. It doesn't say any other clubs have been mentioned there, but what it said, he's played 11 times last year. He was playing in the second division in France last year before being recalled. 20 years of age. He's, to be fair, he's looking after his future, innit? Really, he's developing. He needs to calm down. He's saying calm down. Sammy Motbell said Arsenal hold an interest in him. The French under-21 international has been watched extensively by the Gunners and is positioned highly in the club's list of potential defensive reinforcements. Sources have told BBC Sport not to rule out a swoop for the 20-year-old during this transfer window. If a deal for Jacquet does not transpire ahead of the current deadline, Arsenal will continue to monitor the player's progress ahead of a possible future move. Jacquet has played extensively for France's junior sides and is tipped to become a full international in the future. Again, he has extended his deal, people. While Arsenal formalize their interest in Jacquet, it may depend on whether the Gunners offload one of their existing defenders. Zinchenko can leave the Emirates should a suitable offer arrive this summer, while there is some interest in Kivio. And we know we've added 6 players. We hope it turns 7 in the immediate future with Eze and Co, people. But apparently he's impressed decision makers with his decision making, and they've made a joke that Burton never seems to sleep. His work ethic has surprised even those who were already impressed with his body of work. You know, when people say hard work, yeah. Obviously, this year I met David Ornstein in it at that event, and he said like the secret is to working hard. And I've met a couple of people like that, and they just keep saying it. And you know, you see 50 Cent, you see all them billionaires, you see Bert. I bet you if you ask them, like, do they want to be praised for working hard? They're like, no, we work hard and smart, and it's the minimum. Thomas Partey is set to join Villarreal on a 2-year contract. Apparently, he's undergone a medical, people. We know he's been charged of 5 counts of the mad thing. So we have to see what's going on there. I don't know when his next court date is. When is that? 5th of August, tomorrow. So there must be confidence in Villarreal's mind. He's going to be calm. Bullshit o'clock. Arsenal have made a shock 75 million proposal, better yet, for Tchouaméni. I can't even keep it composed. I don't believe this. I don't think anyone does. But the report states Arsenal have made a 75 million euros proposal to Real Madrid. And the person even knows they're waffling, because look at the spelling error there. For Tchouaméni for an intermediary, Arsenal said to inform Madrid they are prepared to pay big money. Now, I like Tchouaméni, but surely if you're going to make a big money purchase, again, it's going to be for a left winger or going to be for Eze. Like this is 75 million euros. What's that? In and around 60 odd million quid. Kind of the same Eze thoughts. I'm having him, but you spent 100 million on Rice. You just spent 65 million on Zubimendi. You're talking about bringing in a defender, wages and all of that. He's gonna be there. I'd have him, but it's not making sense, people, to me. However, the report adds Real Madrid have made it known they are not interested in selling the player and that Xabi Alonso considers him key to his plans. Madrid were linked with Tchouaméni earlier in the year in order to bring in a central defender with better creativity and ball playing skills to replace him. Fair enough. I don't see that. And they did spend 100 million euros on him, so they're not going to let him go for that, are they, people? We've gone over the Madueke business. Is there any other BS? Tell us, Rodrigo's at London Coley, man. You know what? If you're going to lie to us in style, man. Why not? Why not? Nothing there. I mean, I don't know if you lot can see this. I did speak about it yesterday, but I know Eze. I think Eze is sponsored by New Balance, just like Saka. And coincidentally, Saka's uploaded this. It could be mind games, man. I don't believe in coincidences. Agent Saka's on the case. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. And we all know Gabriel Jesus' days are numbered. 1 minute he's going to leave, then he's not, and everything in between. This article has just reiterated that we plan to try and move him on in what's left of the transfer window. I can't see it happening, though, people. We could see Jesus maybe return to Brazil. I think that will be the more likely option for him going back to his homeland. Obviously, the Brazilian clubs have got a bit more wealth and finance to work with these days as well. So I think that could be a good solution for all parties. I don't believe this in any way, shape, or form. If you lot do, big up yourselves, though, people. I think it's real. I don't think parties coming back to the UK. Can you leave, though? Can you leave? 29 more likes, people. Can he leave? Sorry. Like, if you're on bail, don't they take you? They must, like, they're gonna think you're gonna skate in it. Surely he's got to surrender that passport. To be fair, they don't think he's a flight risk. He's calm in terms of you still have your passport. Or maybe you can bust out, but you have to come back. I don't know, man. And to be honest, fuck party. You don't play for us. We got no issues buying 15 defenders back to back. But as soon as Eze comes into the scene, we have to sell a couple of attackers to arrange funds. They ain't alive in it. DG, you're right. Tradesmen seem to not be rated in some places in Africa because certain careers like doctors, lawyers. I hear it. And obviously, we need doctors. Obviously, we need lawyers. Obviously, them and they are paid a lot of money. It's great jobs and that. But I would say, like, you want the best for your kids, innit? It's more of a vanity thing for parents, I feel. It's like, my kid's training to be a doctor, or my kid is a doctor, is a lawyer. Oh, he's a plumber. Okay, but everyone's going to need a plumber. Everyone's going to need doctors and lawyers, but everyone's going to have a house or live somewhere. You're going to need those trades, really. It's going to sound morbid, but I said if worse comes to worse, yeah, it's going to sound so morbid. I always said to myself in secondary school, if worse comes to worse, I'll just aspire to become a funeral arranger. Like, I would, because people are always going to die. It sounds morbid, I know, but people are always going to die, including myself. People are always going to die. But that's the thing. Everyone looks down on plumbers until, you know, the pipes are not working in your yard. There's something wrong with the heating. Everyone belittles plumbers until you see how much this shit costs to fix. And that's why you need these friends. Like, that's why I'm so happy. I've got friends that are electricians, plumbers. Yeah, man. Phone shop, all these things. It's inspiring, man. If I was a defender, I wouldn't go to Arsenal either. Deluded. Sesko is going to be better than Gyökeres for long term. Maybe. But if within this 5-year period, that Gyökeres is signed for us. If you do the job, who cares, man? Yeah, 90 million is crazy for a player that isn't favoured. Calafiori hasn't been stable with fitness yet. He badly needs to stay fit. That Rodrigo news is BS. He's waiting for us to make a move, but we ain't paying no 90 M's. I hear you, Kay, but you're from Brum. You can't trust people from Brum. I had to throw Brum slander in there for no reason. If I got a sexy gal Spurs fan pregnant, whoa, nah, she can't be a single mom. We don't rate deadbeat dads, my friend. We don't rate that. I know you're chatting though, man. Guaranteed money. Sell toilet paper, true. I do consider that. It makes sense, bro. The academic term is brain dead. What was you referring to there? Caribbean heritage, my friend. Tradesmen are needed, bro. There's bare things that are needed. Like, I think everyone should just look at where there's gaps. Like, where's there gaps? Where's an underrated thing? And then just go to it, man. And I would say if you don't know what to do, just go and get experience. Go and expose yourself somewhere. Like, if you don't know what you want to do, go find out what you don't like, innit? Like, go find out what you don't like. And I think life is a bit mad, innit? Because obviously, I think in America it's 21, but you turn on paper, you're an adult at 18. Like you're an adult at 18. There's nothing you can't really buy in it. Like you're an adult. We all know you're not really an adult. Like you're 18. You ain't got really any life experience or anything. Now, granted, some people know from the jump what they want to do with their lives. That's always been them. But if there's 10 people in a room, that's probably one person in it. What about the others? So it's like you've gone from this. Well, they've changed school in England now. I think you statistically have to be in. I think you're in school until you're 18 now. I don't know actually, but you leave at 16 in it. But from living the vast majority of your life, you know, your parents looking after you, know where you're gonna be, nursery, grandma's house, primary school, secondary school, the structure of that. To then just say, fuck it, you're in a big world now. Yeah, go and find out what you want to do for the rest of your life and work in life. Obviously, that's life, but I think it's a bit mad. Like you're not going to know what you want to do, or you might. But what if that person who knows what they want to do? And then they'd suddenly realize, no, I want to try something else. So I'm bored or I'm stagnant. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Boy, I mean, we're all Africans. I wouldn't mind if I look like it. Come on, Wakanda settings. You know, matey. I was about to draw out catch there, but we'll wait till 4. Eze is coming after the Community Shield on Sunday. Is the Community Shield on Sunday? Is it on Sunday? Time's flying. Even me, I need to get my head sorted out and actually remember where the season's back now. Is it on Sunday? Okay, cool. Watch along business. Watch along business for sure. 3 p.m. We will be there. We're definitely going to be there. That means next Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday's got to be the Super Cup. Yeah, we're there we're there on Sunday then. We're here. Watch along on Sunday for sure. Super Cup next Wednesday. Okay, watch alongs. And yeah, Saturday and Wednesday this week, it's Arsenal business. Next Saturday. I can't lie, people. I'll make it up to you lot. 50. I'm going to let you lot know from now. 15th of August, right? We're going to do a Liverpool versus Bournemouth watch along. I am out of the offer. You'll get content. Don't think you're going to see me here for Aston. This is why you should support the guy, because when I'm not here, I know you miss me. You know, you don't take man for granted because I'm here every day. But I'm not going to be here for Aston Villa, Newcastle, Brighton, Fulham, Sunderland, West Ham, Spurs, Burnley. In fact, we need to leave the ends quickly because Spurs traffic. But Spurs, Burnley, Wolves, Manchester City. I'll be back on the Sunday to watch Arsenal versus Man United kickoff. But yeah, that Saturday, the first Saturday, I won't be here, man. We got 2 matches today. Football is back. It's all BS till the player signs, but Eze is the next realistic signing. Martinelli cannot benefit from Rice being an 8 because Rice is slow getting into our spaces. Maybe, but I'm past the point. Martinelli, you need to pattern up for your own sake. Come on. I will go back to, well, I say go back. I've never been to Africa. I want to. Have I? Have I technically been? Nah. What am I thinking? I know I ain't been no Morocco or nothing. I'd love to go. I'd love to go, man. I'd love to go, man. I'd love to go. Like, I'd love to go. He came back from Ghana. Big up the Ghanaians. DG, give me the keys. I'll take over the watch alongs. You're gonna make people leave, mate. Deluded where you going. I'm just out, man. Like sometimes you have to enjoy life, you know. I'm at the Emirates Wednesday. I hear it. Sometimes you have to enjoy life. Like I never get to take a break. I'm taking not a break, because I will be here in some way, shape, or form. But just the watch alongs won't, man. Like I'll be back, man. Don't worry. August. It's August, and it's like Neymar always goes carnival every February or whenever it is. August, this is the 1 month I try and enjoy myself every now and again. So yeah, the 16th is lit. Shit, that whole weekend, from Friday the 22nd of August till probably the 26th of August, I'm living a movie. So yeah, man, I'll be back, man. I'll be here, man. Man said I've been there. DG, go to Cape Town. I want South Africa to capture you now. As soon as you land in Cape Town, you won't want to leave. It's nice to, you know, I'd like to, man. In terms of African regions, I'd like to go to. Ghana's on the bucket list. Nigeria's on the bucket list. African bucket list. I'd like to see Egypt and Morocco and them kind of things. South Africa's there now. Is it? What's that country, man? Is Zanzibar in Africa? I should have listened in geography. It's Zanzibar. What am I asking you? Like I can't just use Google. How you spell that? Okay, big up Google for helping me. Sorry, this is Africa. Yeah, I need to hit there. Is Mauritius technically Africa? Couple places, man. I want to see the world one day, man. I want to see the world, man. I ain't going on holiday in a minute. I need to. Next year I'm gonna go on holiday. I ain't been on holiday. You go to Notting Hill Carnival. I don't understand the question. Like, what is a carnival? Like, NH, where is that? Where is that? Of course I'm going. Me, not attend. Going mad. Carnival is cancelled this year, bro. Speak for yourself. I am there. Mauritius is also Africa. Cape Verde, that's another place. Zanzibar is known for its Tanzania. See, we have to go there. Oh, raw. So I'm talking about the same thing. Yeah, I want to go Zanzibar. That looks nice, man. Seychelles. Ooh, Seychelles is sexy. It looks nice. I've never been, but it looks it. That's another one. There's better places to see, man. There's better places in this world. I think it broadens your horizons and you see different things. Lewis, you know, mate. I'm there, man. Mauritius is unreal, DG. The drinks, food are dirt cheap. Weather always hot. It rains hot like a shower. Damn. That's a madness. But yeah, man. And to be fair, London, it's a great city, man, but it's not the best. It is the best because I'm here, but it's not the best, man. It's when it's hot, it's not authentic hotness. It's just bad. Yeah, man. Just need to come out of this place for a sec, man. DG leaving his supporters stranded again. What a guy. Go away. Don't try guilt trip me. Don't try guilt trip me. I can either go carnival, see a madness, or sit here and watch Marcel either call my team shit, waffle about Isaac. God forbid Gyökeres has a stinker and he's chatting shit. I know which one I'm picking, bro. At least for one day, my guy. Allow me. People, you haven't got to 200 likes, so you've disappointed me, man. But we're going to leave the stream here now, though, people. I want it to marinate because I'm back again at 4 p.m. as well. Again, man, I'm talking about wearing Speedos, you guys, man. We don't care about carnival. We want your watch-alongs. Enjoy yourself. I appreciate it. And people take Marcel seriously. He's a funny guy, man, but he's got a clean heart, man. I don't know what SLD is on. I don't know what you're on, but on that note, I want this to marinate a bit. I want to give you a lot of time to cool down a bit. I'm going to see you lot at 4 p.m. We're going to have probably a 50-minute show because I know the boys got to run off and either do their things in their personal life and that. But I guess, to be honest, God knows what we're going to talk about. But I guess I'll ask them their thoughts on another defender, their thoughts on Kiwior. You get my drift in it. So, yeah, most importantly, big up you lot because we've spoken about football. We've spoken about bare things, people. And to be honest, that's the sort of energy we have to come with, man, because I do think we need to try that stuff, man. Like, there's too much football chat with us here, people. Like, we've got sauce here. Like, DG Army, DG Nation, you lot are lit, man. So, yeah, appreciate you lot for being here. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Most importantly, I hope you all had a great Monday. Hope I provided you lot with some level of service or some level of quality in my own way. You link up again soon, man. Until then, though, one love. You always just like